Senator Gould.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to a point of personal privilege.
Yes, sir.
Comments on taxpayer-funded spin doctors. Members, as I arrived on the floor today, someone handed me a letter that's apparently been distributed to Mohave County property owners through the Mohave County website, which is kind of interesting and is put out by Darrell Purcell, the Mohave County Public Information Director. It's rather interesting that you would use taxpayer dollars to put out a spin piece, essentially a political hit piece on the legislature, talking about how Mohave County's reduced their budget, but apparently they haven't reduced it enough to get rid of the taxpayer-funded spin doctor that's been there for several years. If you go up to my office, you will see a large cartoon that hangs on the wall. This large cartoon was drawn by Public Information Officer Darrell Purcell. It is signed Mohave County. This political hit cartoon, along with a political hit piece, appeared in all the newspapers in my district. I then had the cartoon blown up to about a 2 by 3 foot poster that hangs on my office wall. I also shared a copy of it with former Senator Harper, who's now over in the House of Representatives. This cartoon shows myself holding a pig. It shows Senator Harper sitting on the porch of the Senate building, which is drawn to look like an outhouse, complete with crescent moon in the door. Senator Harper is playing the banjo, and it contains the veiled sodomy reference from the movie Deliverance on that. I think that's very inappropriate for somebody that's paid with taxpayer dollars to be putting out a cartoon, essentially a political hit piece, with taxpayer dollars. So the more these folks want to complain, the more they want to whine about the fact that we're reducing spending here in the great state of Arizona. They've yet to cut the wages or cut the salary or eliminate the post of the taxpayer-funded political spin doctor. Until they do, their plea will fall on deaf ears from me, folks. Several years ago, the county supervisors wanted a raise in their salary. Whenever anything comes up like that, I instruct the pages to go to my office, get the poster off my wall, and hang it behind my head inside the caucus room. Because I want to let these folks know what these kind of things these county supervisors intend to do. And I can't speak for the county supervisors of other counties in Arizona, but I can speak for my own, who have decided to outlaw the wearing of a hat inside their chambers. A gentleman wore a hat with the colors of the American flag. He waved an American flag. He was promptly arrested because they passed the dress code. Apparently they think it's inappropriate that you wear a hat inside the building. They've decided that after a man was arrested carrying a pitchfork inside the Mohave, attempting to go in, make a political statement, the gentleman had a pitchfork slung with a rifle sling, making a political statement, clearly not a weapon. Clearly a political statement. Ron Walker, county manager of Mohave County, had that gentleman arrested for trespass. When people said, gee, Walker, why are you afraid of this guy with a pitchfork when you allow people to carry guns inside of the Mohave County Board of Supervisors meeting hall, they promptly decided they would outlaw the carrying of guns. They promptly then decided that if you wanted to check your gun to go into the Mohave County Board of Supervisors meeting room, that your driver's license would be photocopied, that the serial number from your weapon would be recorded and saved. Clearly a violation of your Second Amendment rights. And here in America and in Arizona, we don't have gun registration. But apparently if you try to check your weapon in the Mohave County Board of Supervisors building, we do have gun registration there, folks. So when they decide they're going to spend taxpayer dollars sending out a political hit piece, I say that's clearly wrong, and I say the Attorney General needs to take a look at this, because there are laws that ban the use of public money to spend political campaigns. Mohave County Board of Supervisors, if you've cut your budget so much, why are we getting pieces from your taxpayer-funded political spin doctor? Thank you, Mr. President.